right, welcome to another edition of Man Cave right here on the Power Breakfast Show. And as usual, we have a hot topic and, of course, the best panel in the world. So, of course, we're introducing them. Sheila Kwambox. It's Kwambox or Queen Gong.
It's Queen Kong.
Queen Gong.
That's like a cheap reggae.
Kong.
Queen Kong.
Kong. So you're not Queen Kong.
But the Queen Kong is...
Queen Kong is in this world.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Select. I'm gonna say.
It's not even a reggae thing, guys.
Not a rhythm thing. Wagwan. I'm sorry about that. Must apologize. Liberty.
Oh my God. Must get you broken in.
Right. Reka Ruiz is here as well, and also Pastor Kuria Akondani. And today we're talking about a very interesting topic, as we always do, and it's about not really splitting the bills, but are relationships expensive? Are they getting expensive? Are they too expensive? Now, Pia, who is making it expensive? Is it high expectations? Is it just that men are lazy? Is it that women are too demanding? And then, like the song ya Sauti Sol that says, "Siku hizi mademo na penado na machali pia wako na drama." So it's an interesting conversation. Now, recently, TV host from America, Steve Harvey, did a little survey, and I want to run that clip just to put things in perspective a little for you, and then we'll get back to the discussion. Let's take a look at what was said and the results of that survey.
So this is based on experience of mine as well. I was married a few years back, and everything was going really well. The relationship was awesome, and then I ended up losing my job and decided to make a career change. So money wasn't coming in as steadily as before. I couldn't get her the things that she wanted or take her out as much as we did before. And it eventually got to a point where she was distancing herself from me and kind of pushed away from the relationship and ended up in a divorce. She left. Now, I took it very seriously as far as getting through the good times and the bad, and obviously she didn't. Why do women basically give up or become distant with a guy when he struggles financially?
Okay, we asked the ladies this question. Why do women lose interest when a man struggles financially? Is it A, a man is supposed to provide? Is it B, because you start to lash out at us? Or is it C, the man becomes a loser? Well, more than half of the women said it's B, because you lash out at them.
Yes, and Sheila is also clapping.
Yes.
No. I think that's the problem with that research. It was done after drinks.
No.
So
I 100%. If there's ever a survey that has been done that is almost very, very accurate, is this one. And simply because, look, at the end of the day, when a guy is in a relationship, or how society has dictated the role of the man, is that come rain or sunshine, go out and provide. You understand?
Yes.
Even when there's a drought. So what happens is, even so, for example, you might have lost your job, and I'm there trying to help you out. I'm there trying to, it's a partnership, but you don't look at it like that. All of a sudden, your insecurities start to, get you down. You want to still be controlling the finances when you don't have any finances coming in.
Yeah, but you see, you have to accept the reality. That's where the guy's role comes into play. You don't expect the guy to be exactly in the same place mentally when he knows he's meant to be the provider. It's like a woman on a bad hair day. You expect her to have the same confidence and attitude.
I want to ask a question here.
Yes.
What do you understand by true love?
True love.
True love. No. True love is not a magazine.
It's good for movies.
Let's be serious.
Yes.
Because every time a lady comes to me because of what I have, I don't think that's true love. If I go to a lady because of what she has, it's not true love. True love is sharing, because I think at the end of the day, life is cost sharing.
But Pastor, we are all on the same. We are on the same page. We're not. This has got nothing to do with love. This is insecurities coming into play. I love you, but at the end of the day, you're lashing out at me. Okay, if I there's a concert happening over the weekend, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I bought tickets for this. Why did you buy the tickets? Why did you ask me?
I'm a man. I have the pride of a man. And you don't try to show me that you can provide.
I'm not trying to show you anything. Let's go to the concert.
Even if we are going to concert, but don't shout to everybody that you have paid the ticket.
I didn't shout to everyone.
You can wear a t-shirt with the Nimelipa.
Also, we welcome your views as well. Use the hashtag Power Breakfast on Twitter, and also get on 2242. That's our SMS line.
Yes, we must admit that the role of society comes into play here.
Of course.
Your issue is not me. It's not our private issue. It's don't shout to everyone. Who's this imaginary everyone that is watching you and you're broken?
It's not insecurity. The thing is, let's accept tradition and what tradition is. Traditionally, the guy is meant to provide. Of course, it's going to be intimidated. It's like then traditionally, the woman is the one who dresses up when guys are going out. So the day a woman doesn't dress up, you can't say, accept me who I am, I'm a buyer, but I am my real person. No, it's your role. You'll accept that when role sales, role change. What our argument here, though, is traditionally relationships, I used to buy a bougainvillea for birthday cake. And I accept, oh, you love me as much as you love these cheap leaves. Right? But now, the rules have changed. Now it's where she's waiting for a birthday for keys.
Keys to a car, to an apartment.
Maybe one or two, not just one. Where?
Okay.
It depends on
the fashion that she is wearing.
So it's become more expensive.
So are you saying that it is the ladies who are setting that high standard per se? It's
expectation. Now they're beginning, as each of them sets up a new trend, the next demand more. And I think, Sheila, you said this earlier, that the moment you can wear one wheel, a spare wheel, she's telling you the spare wheel is for what with the car. So you expect more.
Let's agree that life have changed. It's too expensive, but it also depends on the value of the lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I go to Ocha, a lady will accept China mandazi. But when I come to Nairobi, it is a pizza and some two drinks.
Look, in fact, she only orders according to what she can't pronounce.
At the end of the day,
she doesn't want it.
Look, at the end of the day, all I'm hearing, and this is what you guys are propagating, is that a man is equal to his financial capability.
We're saying today it's getting worse. It's getting out of hand.
I'm just saying, what you're saying is a man's role is is equivalent to his financial capability. You're saying back in the day, you used to buy her bougainvillea, and now you're buying her tea and mandazi. Look, who's told you this lady all she wants is to be bought for? You're the same person who sat here and said, where is the love? Yeah, where is the love? When you're having this conversation about tea and mandazi,
where the love is she's beginning to expect these things.
No, listen, I'm gonna get to that point. Number two, just to bring it back to that, when it comes to you must admit that the problem when a lady doesn't have a job, she will adjust her mentality. You understand? But the guy will not adjust his mentality
when he doesn't
have the job. Look, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that there are no ladies out there who are like, where I can't believe you don't have a job, go out there and grind and will disrespect you. But that is not the majority of women out there. But look, this is the majority of men out there. You see it, when you don't have finances, you want still to be treated like I don't know what. But look, I have to take, at this point, I have to take the mantle. I have to, this is a partnership till death do us part. So if you don't have finances, you don't want me to work? Or you want me to work and tell the world to pay you?
She's reading news and books.
No.
Old books.
No.
I'm just saying, we agree on this point. We're saying the expectation is what has changed.
Right.
What is being seen as basics today. I mean, at the end of the day, look at the way they go around. They're making some materialistic go around bragging about holidays, for example. So I said, me, I'm feeling more like France. I'm feeling Francis.
I'm feeling Francis.
Yeah, more like Francis.
I'm feeling a little bit of English.
And that time the guy have never even gone to Uganda. Let me add something on what you're saying.
Let me tell you
the Bible says, for God so loved the world
that
he gave. So love and giving, they are brothers and sisters. Okay, kwa kitabu that is. But now when it comes to reality, I think the one who has should provide to the one who doesn't have.
Thank you.
Whoever it is.
Whoever it is. But look here, don't be so demanding.
Exactly.
Both parties. Because if you are so demanding, you at the end of the day, you'll destroy your budget of life.
Okay. Can I just clarify? Yes. Keep in mind the two of you are talking about two different things. You're talking about love. What you're talking about is not love. Let me explain it to you. Do you know who creates this situation? I'll give you a perfect example. I'm in campus, okay? I'm there walking with my friends.
That's how you walk with your friends.
Yeah, of course.
Unatetemesha hata kitu huna.
But listen,
you can't walk Bazokigo. It's for dancing, not walking.
So I'm walking past, and you pass there with this huge Mercedes Benz. Look, I'm going to take a matatu and go to Kencom. Yeah. That's all my parents can provide. Or that, and I'm probably walking with my boyfriend. Yeah. Then you tell me, let me take you to coffee to do XYZ. Look, I don't care for you at this point. I care about the experience. And who created this experience in the first place? You did. Yes. So you take me to Mombasa. My taste palette changes. You understand? The next time, I don't want to go to Mombasa. I want to go to Seychelles. Now, if you're not providing Mombasa, this has absolutely nothing to do with love. Okay, I'm having a good time. Now, I'm the person who's receiving, who's providing.
Well, what about if it's a genuine case of a man who is just successful? Yeah, right. He's not driving there. Successful. He's not driving there to kuonyesha ati sawa. I'm not showing off. I am genuinely successful. I've worked hard for my money, and now I'm interested in you. Who at that point
it will depend what I need from you.
Exactly.
You get what I mean? If you are in Githurai, and I say last time, if you are in Githurai, na mtoto wako na uko chini kwa shule zile ziko kwa mito, I'll tell you, are you not worried? Your kid will be drowned there. So you're asking me, what do you want me to do? No. I'll take your kid to a better school, to Brighton and other schools there.
They can swim in
when you hear that, you just melt down and you give me everything I need from you. When I get it and finish with it, tomorrow you are coming. Nimepata transfer ya mtoi.
Yes.
Ambia kwani anasomea wapi? Si niko anasomea Githurai. Exactly. Kuna watoto wengine, si waache wakae na watoto wengine hao wengine. Because what I needed from you, I got it. At the end of the day, that is not love. That is lust.
No, that's not love. But that's lust.
What we're saying is true love here is what Sheila is saying. I provide when I has. She provide when she has.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But now don't be excessive. Don't go beyond the mark.
Sheila, we're not saying it doesn't exist. What we're saying is you set a precedent when you change the levels of measurement. That's what I'm saying. Well, before simple things, you don't find people on social media bragging about simple stuff. That's why they're setting the wrong signal.
There was no social media before.
The people are social, believe me, and you are not social people. But the point is, what they are bragging about are not basics. Will is getting me? That's you finally my first class seat, right? She's not bragging about the normal. If women started setting the precedent where they actually are proud and brag about the simple things they're given by guys, the guy has given you half a glass of whatever drink you can afford at that point, then now it will change the rules of the game. Guys will know this is what you guys appreciate. But where you've set the bar, right now, if you look at it honestly, and social media is the best form of measurement, it's very high.
Willis, let me ask you a question. In fact, let me answer your question. You asked me, what if it's a genuinely successful guy who's a genuinely successful guy, you know, driving past a campus, you know, seeing a young campus girl, my friend, play in your league. Okay? You want someone to appreciate your hard work. Listen, it has to be someone who also understands the value of hard work. If I've never worked in my whole entire life and you buy for me a benzo, you move me to Runda, you're the one changing the rules of the game. It's not the lady. You're the one changing the rules of the game. So if I'm 21 and I have a home in Runda and all I did was be hot for you, my friend, by the time I'm 25, I'm only dealing with men who are buying me islands. Why? Because that is what I am. No,
you see, that's wrong. You're going up swimming in a river. Now all of a sudden,
that's what
I think that's wrong.
This situation.
I think that's wrong. That's wrong because also you who I'm taking to Runda, and you are coming from
that place of rivers
and what have you. You should also ask yourself, how long am I going to maintain you in Runda?
I'm ambitious.
You are ambitious, but
that's not ambition.
Because
at the end of the day,
Sheila, you've said correctly. You're not used to. Let's use the Mombasa example. Right? You're not used to going to Mombasa. Then all of a sudden, how come from Mombasa?
Umefika macocktail.
Umeenda sasa hiyo
we must admit that most of this situation, in fact most of this situation that we're discussing comes from you must address the main issue. The main issue is you need someone who's your own age. Someone who's grinding at your level. You met her at the office, or whatever you guys are, you know, at the same level, If you buy for her something, she'll appreciate it. because she understands the value of hard work. But now, if I meet, say, Bill Gates, and he buys for me a yacht, my friend, this show is over. This is the last time I am showing up at this show because my wallet has changed. I have a yacht.
I ask for the most basic form of measurement, where bragging or appreciation is shown. Real or unreal. I told you I'm starting a company for you can coupon nguos, cars, and what for pictures of Instagram. You want to take pictures of Instagram or nguo, magari, chakula. You can even post the food we give you. Right? That's the company we're starting. Right? Buy a post. Rent a post. Rent a post now, you can get it at chakula tutakwekea. You post your food, you take your photo and you go after that. So, but this is what I'm saying. The basic place where people show appreciation for the things they like is where? Isn't it on that same social media? 75% of the pictures you're seeing are what? People bragging about things that are above their pay grade.
But do you like those pictures?
Now, why don't they? No, I don't like them.
You don't like them?
When you start saying, no.
You unfollow that person.
No. If I don't like something, I have to unfollow it.
What I'm just saying is,
this is what is being encouraged. And the day someone was to actually post something simple, the game would change. But we have set a bad precedent. Because we think, so you think you're supposed to post about your cocktails, your drinks, and a barbie which looks like a phone number. Yes. That's what they're posting.
But if you see the posts, right, and you know, just like Sheila is saying, you go and you umeona your post, your mstana double tap,
triple,
ukaingia DM, you already know that, okay, this chick, even if you know that this might be fake or whatever, but you go and get that lifestyle.
What are you trying to
I think there is something wrong here. If I am going to maintain my class according to my income, that's okay. But if I am bragging,
it's bragging about what?
If I'm bragging, a time will come when everybody will come for his materials that you have given me. I'll be left then tamaking again.
You see them bragging even about God.
Excuse me.
God woke me up like this.
Excuse me.
You're even bragging that your God is better than my God.
Look, social media is all about bragging. Anything you post out there, what are you looking for? Aren't you looking for likes? Isn't that bragging? That's the basic form of bragging. So whether it is you're showing ostentatious lifestyle, or you're showing you're just showing too many.
It's income.
Okay.
Whether you're showing wealth, is that better?
Thank you.
Or you're showing, cooking in your mother's. That is a form of bragging. You're trying to show that, like, I know how to cook. You understand? So it's the levels. In fact, the argument here is not about bragging. It is the levels of expenses for relationships.
And
I'm sticking to my point that the finances in relationships have been messed by guys. Why? Simply because you're not playing in your league. And this is you must understand. If you caught an 18-year-old right now and you teach her, houses in Runda and all sorts of things, and that by the time she's 25, she can't date a 25-year-old. Their needs are different. We're human beings. Once you taste something, once you taste a certain lifestyle, you can't go back to your normal lifestyle. You start becoming ambitious. And that situation was caused by the financiers or the sponsors.
All right. It's not by you guys demanding a new rate of weave.
We don't demand anything.
Your weave means it's okay. Look, if I'm with
my boyfriend who doesn't have a job, who's selling clothes, he knows that his standard of providing for me is every time he goes to the market to buy clothes, a tenth of the clothes are mine. You understand? I know that this is his level, and I appreciate that. I move to the next level. A guy shows me, look, I want to drop you everywhere you go. I want to pay for taxis. That is my level. When I move to the next guy,
when you are doing that, are you so much making about your future? Because there are good guys who are not highly,
It is okay. It is okay.
Yeah, because you're talking about leagues, and for me, I feel that's wrong. Because you now might so much about the level of class.
Right.
Yeah. And it's very sad. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm deciding whether to buy your wig or pay school fees.
That isn't the point.
Let's take a look at what guys are saying on social media as well. Rev Moi 46 anasema men are difficult to change their mentality after losing their source of income. Men are demanding in nature. Yes. Professor Brian Ihalachi says relationships are expensive. If you can't afford them, just keep on. You can't buy a car and you're unable to fuel it. And then the Ngozi says expense is a relative term. Define expensive. And then that's on Twitter on 22422, which is our SMS line. Somebody says if you are together, pool your resources. Secondly, status is a relative word. a hotel he's mentioned, or Seychelles may be a commoner's place to some people. This is Mr. Mutemi. And then a gentleman from Mukumu anasema we should discuss and then also somebody saying Jack from Nairobi saying expense on relationship is a good debate, but I can't hear the others when Roy is talking all together at the same time. Roy, but
here's the thing, I just want to clarify, because I want you to listen to me very closely. Let's not argue for the point of arguing. Let's actually listen to what we're saying. I'm not saying that women only want finances. No, I'm saying we must admit that this issue of finances was created by guys. You yourself said that, when I was buying for her bougainvillea, then why don't you go? If your pocket can only afford bougainvillea, why are you trying to attract someone who's in Runda and then say, she only wants money? No, it's not about money. It's not about money. Yeah. At the end of the day, I have my standard. Yeah. You have your standard. If we meet because of love, it's great. But don't come there and start changing me. Oh, you're too much. You only want to be, it's all about money.
In relationship, before you ask a question, we can't rule out money.
Yes.
So there is in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19.
Come on.
The Bible says, party is made for laughter. Wine makes heart merry, but money is answer for everything. You get what I mean? So let me be on her side and say, let's not be so lazy that we are not looking for money, because money is not an answer of prayer. It is an answer of solving somebody's problem. Because money is a
mean.
For me to get it, I have to solve somebody's problem. Like now nikilipo hapa is because Raburu cannot do what I'm doing. So lazima aende kwa office aseme nichotewe. You get that? And the guy who is in the office cannot do what I'm doing.
Right.
So if you solve somebody's problem, you get money. So whatever I'm saying, in between the relationship, can we try to solve one another's problem?
Yeah,
for you to get whatever you get in terms of money, as a result, because you have solved my problem. You get what I mean? There is signs that when you are having your wife and you are enjoying the moment, when you are there, you can give her everything.
At
that moment. Na nakuuliza pesa umeweka wapi? Kokoti. Wacha nitoe sahi goja. Hata nitatoa sahi iko mfuko gani? Utasema everywhere the money is, because there is a problem which is being solved. Your wife is not a prostitute, but she is solving your problem. You get what I mean? And now when I'm sitting in the dining room, I want her to solve my problem too. I don't care where she got food from. But when I have shibad, then I'll provide.
Yes.
So without money, relationship will not go far.
Willis, I just also want to say this, because I think there's also a misconception that if you don't have money, you can't be in a relationship.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Look, at the end of the day, when you break it down, a relationship is between two people. If a relationship is more than two people, then you'll always be feeling the need to fill a void. You'll always be trying to catch up to society's expectation. There are people who are jobless, who have a very healthy sex life and relationship and family. They're watching this show right now going like, what are you guys talking about?
Then they're
okay, but they're okay because they are real with themselves. But the inflated expectations of society towards a man and his role, guys now feel, look, you go into the club, someone looks at you, appreciates your beauty, and then says, hey, what are you drinking? And you tell them what it is that you're drinking. Look, we have both enjoyed, we have exchanged conversation. That is where it ends. You offer to buy a drink. If I decide I don't want to talk to you after that, don't come here and say, oh, munataka to drink kwa club, but you don't want to reciprocate. Look, this wasn't a transaction of buy the drink. We are gentlemen. When you like me, you saw me, you complimented me, you bought me a drink, walk away.
Okay. Well, I still think to some extent there's a lot of push-up. You can tell guys who don't buy drinks here. Have you seen?
Yeah.
I mean, like what? On my checkout. You know, now the thing is, it's very simple, right? I think there's a push and pull factor here, right? Sheila's claiming that we're the ones who have set up those standards and have actually put chicks under pressure. But it can't have come from nowhere because traditionally it didn't exist. So there's also been demands that have been set. And I think both parties have to accept it. The day we start reducing those demands and we start reducing the role cash is playing in today's relationships, because it is beginning to play a huge role. Probably we would say a while back, maybe it's 10% or 15% of the relate. Now probably might be 30%.
Right, let me ask
I'm just saying it's playing a bigger role. And probably again it's the economy. Guys are getting more frustrated and therefore there are more demands and more things that need to be met. Because right now, a lady, I'll give you an example. Very good relationship, very good wife and husband, right? But there's a certain standard or level she demands on the school the kids should go to. Am I right? She's not saying, hey, me, my kids have to
Okay.
My kid has to ride a pony.
Let me ask
you. Only animals you know about you eat.
Right. Let me ask you a question, yeah?
Right? And those are the kind of things. I'm not saying they're not in a real relationship. It's just the demands have changed.
Right, let me ask you.
But why should you demand what I cannot get?
Exactly. They then put that why are you in that situation in the first place? Look, when I'm demanding things from you, can you have a gun on your head?
It's no. Maybe a spear.
No, I'm just asking.
You can say no, but at the end of the day,
that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you're looking at me. Look, this relationship, if someone is demanding things from you that you cannot provide, the relationship is flawed.
Okay, so
this relationship is going nowhere.
80% of our relationships are flawed today.
It's true.
Because we're not saying it. I'm not measuring my life personally. I'm looking at people's lives. I'm looking at people's lives. And I'll accept it then in that instant that look, that's the number of relationships are getting flawed because we put too much emphasis on this financial part of
it. No. You are putting
also again, the friends that you are working with.
Hold on. I have a question.
It's not me I'm talking about.
If you're in a relationship and someone demands something from you that you cannot provide, what do you do? A, do you force yourself to meet society expectations to please this person? And keep in mind, the reason you're still there is because to society, this woman is probably the hottest woman you're ever going to have. You're going to have pointy children, light-skinned children, and
maturing.
You go there. You even do all sorts of things just to try and provide for this.
There is a singer.
Keep in mind, the tap will go off.
There is a singer of secular music.
You're the one who suffer.
There is a singer of secular music in Kikuyu who sang and said, Niendie hota gothie kuia kana njorage mundu ngoige wega wetia giki ugetia giki icio ciothe ndingiona ni uhoro waku. I cannot go to steal so that I can provide according to your standards. If you don't want what I have, it's up to you. But you see, when you say it's up to you, we have broken our relationship.
Because
you have to go and look for somebody.
On that note, we need to take a short break and then we come back. And when we come back, we're going to keep the discussion going on.
With more songs.
He can understand what I'm next. The hashtag at use is for breakfast. The SMS line is 22422. And we will be right back after this. And we're also going to give you some practical examples. And we're going to, with the help of this panel, to see vile itakuwa kama splitting the bill, etc. We'll be back.